defensive touchdown.
Let's see what he does here. And now he's going to throw it into the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown.
That's an MVP play right there, Murph.
Deep Brady throws the ball to the right side. Antonio Brown, 3-2-1. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Josh firing deep down near the end zone, looking for Diggs. He's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Josh Allen just threw a grain of rice through a keyhole.
And Heineken is running to the left side to the 5, diving for the end zone. Touchdown.
Goff lost the ball, left side, caught the 5. Robert Woods walks in and launches it into the stands in celebration. LA will advance.
Downfield, and it is knocked away, almost picked off. It is a pick off.
It was a tough, hard-nosed game. Washington had a lot of fight in them, but great to get a win.
Going for all of it down the right sideline. The pass up in the air. It is knocked down, incomplete. The Bills advance.
But I think I'm more happy for our team and our fans and just special, only in Buffalo.
Yeah, and the Bills with that big win in front of Bills Mafia at that. Now, as great as that was, Willie, I think the announcer said Josh Allen threw a grain of rice through a keyhole. I love that analogy.
Balled out.
But what concerned you as we look ahead as they go into the next round from what you saw out of Buffalo?
Well, as you go further in the playoffs, you want to focus on the details and make adjustments, and those adjustments need to happen on the defense. So you saw them blitz. They blitz 30% of the time, and when you blitz, there's a couple things that need to happen. Either you hit the quarterback or you get turnovers. Neither one of those happened, and they didn't really affect the throw. So Sarah, our director, her husband is a Bills fan, so if he pointed it out, you know I knew what's going on. Here's a blitz zone. Now, they look like they're going to bring 5, they're going to bring 4. T.Y. Hilton's at the top. He's just going to run a deep end. Now, watch this. Focus on T.Y. Hilton. 6 defenders are around him. You have to match the zone, the man in your zone. Nobody does that. You can't have 6 guys around him. It's a big gap like that. Huge play off the blitz, okay? Here's another play. Now, here's cover 1. This is man-to-man. They're going to bring – now, they're actually going to get pressure here, but nobody's going to hit Phillip Rivers. Doyle's on the outside against one of the best cover guys, Tre'Davious White. He's going to run a deep hook. He's just going to sit. Look at the guys in his face. The ball's going to come out. Look at all his space on the outside. Doyle's going to box up like he's playing basketball. Completion. Mental errors and coverage mistakes cannot happen. Okay? You're going to bring the pressure here. You can't have breakdowns because it turns into big plays. Watch Doyle again. He's going to run a post corner. He's going to get out. Why is everybody running, chasing the flat out there? There is nothing there. The threat is up top going towards the pylon. There's not a corner that's sinking. There's not a safety over the top. It turns into a big play. So these are some of the small things defensively that the Bills are going to have to clean up and get better at. And I know Leslie Frazier's a great defensive coordinator. He'll see it, and he'll make those adjustments.
What I love hearing you explain these is I picture you in your house. Why is nobody doing that? He brings that right here to make sure you're
talking to myself.
But it makes for a perfect breakdown there. And another concern here for the Bills is that they lost running back Zach Moss for the remainder of the postseason with that knee injury. All right, Willie, let's take a look at one of the NFC matchups here because the Bucs, well, now they prepare for the New Orleans Saints, and they didn't do so well against them in the regular season here. So what do the Bucs need to do to tighten up against the Saints as they go into the division?
Well, everybody's been talking about Brady and this offense and will they get in sync and make plays. Well, they did that. The problem's on the other side of the ball once again. If you want to win a championship, the defense has to play better. Heineke. Who is Heineke? Well, he's just a kid that came off the bench that's coming in, and he's making plays. He's throwing the ball all over the yard. Now, you can't have wide-open guys in the zones like this. And I know that this defense is more disciplined, and they do a better job than that. But he was able to not only deliver the ball from the pocket, but move inside the pocket. He was able to rush, use his feet, make big plays. And when he moved outside of the pocket, he was able to accurately throw the ball down the field to wide-open receivers. You can't have that in the big game. They're playing against the New Orleans Saints, right?
Yep.
Those big plays are going to turn into touchdowns because they got explosive players on the back end. And if you give up big plays and you leave guys wide open, it's going to be a long day.
A long day, a rough day, and possibly not a great outcome. Willie, as always, with great insight there. I hope y'all are paying attention there. But, Willie, let's switch gears to that middle game from Saturday, the Rams and the Seahawks. And I love the sports world crossover here because Magic Johnson taking to Twitter saying, I'm happy the LA Rams got the win to advance in the playoffs while they'll face the Packers next week. All right, setting the table for us. I love it. All right, Omar Ruiz was at the game, so let's welcome him in now along with David Carr. Both Aaron Donald and John Wolford left the game with injuries, Omar. What's the latest on that?
Well, according to our Ian Rappaport, MJ, Aaron Donald is dealing with torn cartilage in his ribs. Sean McVay says they'll be careful with him all week at practice, but they do expect him to play on Saturday against the Packers. He'll also be monitoring the health of both of his quarterbacks. John Wolford, of course, left the game in the first half with that neck injury, an injury that Sean McVay described as a stinger. Jared Goff, 2 weeks ago, had that thumb injury. Goff, after the game, who played most of it after Wolford was hurt and won the game for the Rams, said he is pain-free. But Sean McVay saying that Goff is still dealing with functionality issues. So, David Carr, I ask you, what did you see out of Goff in his performance on Saturday?
I was waiting for you to say exactly what you said, because where there's smoke, there's fire.